that she would have looked up to seemed to have just left her in the cold.
There is a reason. People don't just up on you and just leave.
Of
Most
course.
especially those close to you. Now they know how detrimental that thing she said is, and nobody wants to rope themselves. And now they know her. That's the truth. They know her person. People don't just up out on you if they don't know you. Because if she really had a relationship with those people that are backing up on her, trust me, they won't. They really want to have her back. But they know her kind of person. Now, it has happened, but always understand that there are consequences to any action. There's always a reaction, right? So it's like, even if you pray for it, except God intervenes, except there is grace, you have to go in for it. It's like when you sin, you get punished for it. So she should just accept that. Now, if we have people on the among the audience who feel they can help, it would be nice. It's like, please do help her. But whatever the outcome is, she should accept it. Because now she's not denying that
No,
she didn't
she's
say
not.
it.
She's not.
So it's basically, I have sinned. Now, for every sin, there's a punishment. The people punishing you, they're not God. Only God can actually say, okay, let me forgive you. Now, these people say, we won't forgive you. You have to go in for it. Don't blame them for it.
But don't you think this punishment, like you say, is harsh? I mean, even if I have to go in for my crime, help me now get a lawyer to represent me
angry
there.
because from her story she said rumor that people all over talks about the man being an occult person. So why are they now trying to use her as a scapegoat?
Well, she fell for it. She fell into the trap.
See, number one, be careful when someone comes to tell you something, right? Because they are telling you their own version of the story.
Of the story.
Now you're feeling emotional for her because she's the one telling you the story. Now, if that man is to come tell you his own side of the story, you start feeling bad for the man. If he tells you how it affects him,
Just talk.
business-wise, yes, not just talk. If I go around telling people that you're a thief, do you know what that does to your reputation? Do you know what that does to your mental health? So now this is what now. Let's consider both sides. In as much as we want to feel bad for the lady, we should also put the man too into the picture. Did you know what that would have done to him? Now she said people have been talking about him. Where's her proof? Right? She's the one. It's just like you were caught with your hand inside the cookie jar, and you're saying, I stole with you. But you are the one that they caught. You cannot rope me in.
You probably were even returning the meat that the other person stole.
You see, so she just has to go in for it because now we want to feel bad for her. I understand it's the normal human instinct. Someone comes to you with the whole emotional stuff and you really want to absorb their pain. But also, what about the man? Do you know what it means to his career? Do you know what it means to his life?
And her cousin, who has not had children, 5 stillbirths.
So,
But the cousin did not try at all.
I think she did what she did from place of emotions. I mean,
What they said for every fake, for every something that there's always a sense. Is it for every rumor?
for every rumor, there's a truth.
Yes.
but whatever it is, why should it be?
You
why
having
should it
5
be-
stillbirth and you're having this kind of stories
See,
around, you still don't believe?
Trust me, if I were the cousin, I would also feel bad because this lady is supposed to be like related to me by blood. So if anyone should have my back, it should be this boss lady in question, not even an outsider. So yes, I will feel bad. I want to take it that she did what she did out of running emotions of I've lost 5 children, and then you had the effrontery to go to the market to go and buy green, and then left the green you went to buy or the ugu and start talking about my case to a friend who is supposed to be an outsider and telling her a whole lot about me. I will feel bad.
Definitely.
I will. That's why I said the first thing she should do is find a way to get through to that her cousin and ask for help. Apologize. Get someone that can talk to her, because that's the first hit.
Yes, definitely. But even if the cousin insists on going on with what they want to go on with, you can't blame her now. You obviously can't blame her. Now, we say that everyone has a right. Like I have a right to do this, I have a right to do that. But in all these rights, I should also know you have a right to.
Mm.
I feel pain, I feel this. In all this feeling, I should also know you feel too. So I should not allow my avoidance of whatever is happening or my denial affect you. So whatever is like, she definitely did hurt the lady,
Wow.
and it doesn't make sense.
How I wish we can have a barrister one of these days. So that was, I don't know if they've started arresting people for saying things about others.
Yes,
yes,
it is.
that's
So
It
you
is
mean I can
criminal.
sue?
Yes, that's why I called libel. It is criminal to actually say things, especially when you say things, against people. Let's take this call. Hello, hello. Good evening, boss.
Silver here.
Oh, boss Silver, you're welcome to the show.
I'm sorry I came to you, so I didn't hear the conversation from the beginning. But from what I heard, is the cousin that went out spreading the rumor that cousin's husband is a ritualist, right?
Yes.
Eh?
Yes, please.
If I will say, I will tell the boss lady to go and, okay, what was her own motive for doing that in the first place? It may be for her own cousin's interest. You understand?
Mm.
But the way she did it may be wrong, which is very hurtful. So aside from the rumors, she too will have her own emotions that made her pushed her to do something like that. So that's what she has to go and tell her cousin and explain to her her own part of her the way she feels and the main reason why she did what she did at the particular time. And maybe her friend, her cousin will forgive her and drop the case against her. That's my own.
All right. Thank you so very much, boss Silver. Please choose your sweet.
Which one is available?
We have chocolate, caramel, lollipop, and candy.
Mm, I go for lollipop.
For lollipop, what number?
Give me number one.
Number one. Okay. That will be The Temptation. I Could Never Love Another. That's the title of the song.
Alright.
All right. Thank you so very much for that. Stay bossed. Well,
No, but that's the truth. And one thing people fail to understand is, if you cut me and you tell me sorry, the cut is there. It doesn't take away the cut. It doesn't take away the pain, right? So now it is left for me to decide how to heal. Now, I can decide to heal by saying, look, you have to go in for it. That will bring me healing. I can decide to say, what I will advise is, if she has an opportunity to come on air like this, she should call, tender an apology in public. Tell people this is what I did, just the way we're talking about the whole stuff. But she should come out and say, look, I lied. Even because if you claim you're saying the truth, you have to bring in your proof. Yeah, so if you don't have the proof, you just have to come out and apologize. I lied, I'm sorry. Now, even if you want to go ahead with the court case, I understand. You are hurt. But this is the truth. Even if it gets to court, I will admit in court that I lied. And that's it.
okay. And let me just put this out before we switch into what we have. So we have what is called defamation of character. That is a false statement or fact that causes the victim some type of harm. So yes, that you can actually, if someone does that to you, you can actually sue the person for defamation of character. Libel is that this defamation is written or is published in any form. That is libel. At that point, it's almost what we have in this case, because there is a video, there's an audio recording of this, and so yes, it can be taken. Then there's another one called slander, the action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. These are things, and they are all punishable under the law, even in Nigeria. So it's a wake-up call to us. We had this conversation, I think, last week about people, being involved in situations or in cases that no unsolicited advices and all
Advice,
that. Yeah, we talked about that, and we find a whole lot of them happen in relationship. It has crumbled so many relationships, just like what we have seen now. Her husband is not even ready to even add his own mouth. I mean, he's been unavailable at the moment. Yes. So these things are very, so when you make those statements, when you say those things about people, be sure that people are getting wiser. The boss out there is getting wiser, and if they have claims, they have provable claims against you, they can hold it against you. That is how serious these things are. So it's very important that you mind what you say about people, so that you don't not get yourself into troubles that you can. And depending on what they decide to hold, they can release so much suits against you in millions. You will pay. If of course